Girl K Divine. Um, Before I jump into my message, I want to say hello to my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I'm loving seeing my small little channel grow, so I really appreciate that. I can't wait to see what is in store for the future for us. So thank you really so much for subscribing, and thank you for all the comments. Thank you for liking. For those of you that are unaware, I am a professional certified life coach or certified professional life coach, however you want to say it. And I do offer life coaching sessions. Um, and it could be anything that you need to talk about. As y'all can see, based on my channel, I mostly talk about narcissistic abuse and spirituality, and those are kind of my main two things that I am well versed in. But I we can talk about anything you want. Um, a 30-minute session is $30. A hour long session is $60. I also am a tarot reader, so if you want to have a tarot reading, I will do 15 minutes. That's $20. You can ask me as many questions as you want, and we can go through that. Any and all sessions can be either video chat or over the phone. It's completely up to you. So if you would like to schedule something with me, just send me an email. My email's in my description, and we can get something set up. But jumping into my message real quick today, and I just want to say, like, first, I'm feeling a lot better. So thank you for those of you that were sending prayers. I am recovering a lot better from that cold. Still going through a little, just a little bit, but feeling 10 times better than I did before. So as I've been recovering and thinking, and I had an interview today, and the interview went well. Um, But what I started thinking about after my interview ended was, I was thinking about my message that I posted a few days ago where I said, like, I'm starting from scratch. And I realized, although I am starting from scratch as far as like materials and things like that, like, as far as all of those things go, I am starting from scratch. But as far as like working and moving forward in my life, not starting, we're not starting over, we're starting from experience. Sorry, I thought that was my baby. Um, we're not starting over, we're starting from experience. And what do I mean by that? You know better now. You know better. And when you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better, right? That's where we are now. You're too smart now to make the same mistakes twice. You remember what that situation did to you the first time. You remember what dealing with certain types of people, what that gets you into. Your boundaries are stronger now. You know yourself better now. I was just saying to the lady that I was speaking to in my interview, that for the position that I was interviewing for, that when I was younger, when I was like 20, like I was timid and I was shy and I was really nervous and anxious all the time, and I was always worried about how people perceived me and all these other things. And it's like now, like after becoming a mom and going through all the shit that I went through the past few years, I don't give a damn. I really don't. Like, of course, I want to make a good impression on people. Like, I do want to, I'm going to be myself. It's like my intention is never to make people uncomfortable or anything like that. But it's like, if you just don't like me, then you just don't like me. And that's what it is. Period. I don't care. I don't. And that's how y'all should be feeling right now too. And that's what I'm saying. Like, whatever it is that you done been through, you're not starting over. You may not have any friends right now. It's solo dolo out here. But when it comes time for new people to start coming into your life, you know better now. You know the red flags to look out for. For those of y'all that have been through, situations at your jobs, you know better now. You know what these people, you know how people are. So you know not to be getting attached to all these people. You know to reserve your energy. You know how to maneuver around people now. You're not starting over. You're starting from experience. And people are going to be in awe of you. And some people are going to just be completely jealous of you because they're going to find your demeanor and your confidence in who you are intimidating. And you're not intimidating, they're intimidated. That's just really what it comes down to. They're going to be like, how are you so sure? It's like, because I've been here already. And that's what it felt like interviewing, where I was like, I'm not nearly as nervous as I used to be when I used to go to interviews, because I'd be like, oh, what are they gonna feel? And it's like, just be yourself and keep moving. Like, and yeah, I'm not always the best on the fly, whatever, but just be yourself and keep moving forward, because that's the only thing you can do. Especially like for those of you that have experienced, like the gang stalking and um just the weirdo squad, like people monitoring your social media and all of that. Like, you got to understand too, like the reason why you're being gang stalked is because you caused someone a narcissistic injury, because whatever plot and plan that them people had for you didn't work out the way that they wanted to, and now they're upset, and now they want to try to make your life a living hell so that they can be correct in what they said about you. But no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And I know it feels like them weapons be strong. I ain't gonna sit here and hold you up. The weapons be strong, but it's not gonna work out for them in the end. Like I told y'all in my last message, like the narcissist is back to their old tricks. They going back to doing the same shit that they've been doing, because that's the only thing that they can do at this point. They don't know how to do anything else. They don't know how to do anything else. Literally, the only thing they know how to do is be toxic. The only thing they know how to do is be destructive. And people who are destructive and toxic are bound to destroy themselves. Their lies will catch up with them. The people who they trusted are going to turn on them eventually. Because, I mean, think about it. You got a whole group of people who banded together based on a lie. There's no foundation there. Them people gonna turn on each other regardless, because none of them are solid. And we're seeing that happen right now. Like, so y'all know I live in Michigan, and over the weekend with that mass shooting that happened in Grand Blanc, which is close to my hometown, which is Flint, they're neighboring cities, which that's why it was so weird to me. And I was with my ex's stepmom, and she's from Saginaw, so it's like that's our, that's where we from. Like I used to hang out in Grand Blanc as a kid. We that was one of our rival schools, Grand Blanc High School. So hearing about that, and it's like you hear that the shooter was a MAGA supporter, and the Mormons, a lot of them are also, Trump supporters as well. So it's like them people are turning on each other. That's literally what we're seeing right now happen and playing out in real time. Like that man, there was a guy that's running for like city council or something like that out in Grand Blanc that said that he interviewed the shooter, or like not interviewed him, but he was going door to door and he spoke to that man like a week prior to everything happening. And he was telling him how he didn't like the Mormons and how the Mormons this and that. And it's just like, why are you hating on the Mormons? These people eventually are destructive, and they all end up turning on each other when their intended targets aren't doing what they wanted them to do. they ultimately start to turn on each other because they invested so much time and energy and effort into their hate, into hating one person. This person's not budging, this person's not moving, they're not doing anything, they're not going anywhere, they're steady and steadfast in who they are, and they're not budging, and they're not breaking down. They may go through struggles, but they're not breaking down, and that hurts these people's ego, because then they got to sit there every night and look at themselves in the mirror and say, why are you messing with this person? And that eats them people alive. And then they start looking at the person who started it in the first place, and they're mad at that person because they're like, damn, why did you have to pick this person? We could have been finding somebody that was weaker, and you thought this person was weak, you thought this person was this, and when you got me involved in this, and now I done lost this and this. Because like I done told y'all before, these people losing everything. They losing stuff. They don't they don't know which way is up and which way is down at this point. Like stuff is, and they're embarrassed. Their communities are looking at them sideways. Like, didn't you say this about this person? Well, they seem to be doing just fine. Cause watch when stuff start to turn around for you. That's when they really gonna be sick. That's why they was working so hard to keep you down. They was working so hard to keep you down because they knew that if they could keep you down, that their plan could work. But it's not. It's backfiring big time. It's like that boomerang effect. They didn't see it coming back to them. Not in the massive way that it is. And this is what I mean. Like, this time around, you know how deep and dark people can get. You've seen the spell work. You've seen the evil eye. Like, you've seen all of these things now. You've seen how quick people are to turn on you. So you already know not to get attached to these folks. Like, that's how I've been thinking about it. Like, with me re-entering into this work field. Like, not that I really want to. I really wish that, things would have worked out for me the way that I wanted them to have worked out. But I don't mind going back to work. I need to. I think it would be helpful. Um, but I keep thinking to myself, like, I keep telling myself and warning myself, don't get attached. Don't get attached to these people. It's like, you can have a good work relationship with these people, but don't take this shit home with you. And I really do mean that. Like, whatever new phase or chapter that you're entering into in your life, just remember that the majority of the people that you come into contact with, they're not meant to be close to you. Don't be inviting these people to your house. Don't be going out with your coworkers for drinks and shit like that. Let the work be work, and you go about your personal life. I mean, I think honestly, I honestly feel like it's very rare that we find really, really close friends in our workplaces. And when I say that, I'm not talking about while you're working. I mean, like, after you don't work there anymore. Because there's not a single job that I have worked where because I've gotten close with a lot of people over the years in all of the jobs that I've had. I've gotten close with a lot of people where I hung out with them. I let them people borrow money or, stuff like that, where I don't talk to any of those people anymore. And I don't necessarily feel like my time was wasted or anything like that, because it's like, I learned a lot of lessons from those experiences, but it's like, it ain't no point in getting that close with people, because everyone's not meant to be there with you like that. We got to find different means of finding friends. It can't just be at our workplace. Um, for those of us that have had like intimate relationships with people at our jobs, we know not to do that anymore. I don't care how attractive they are. I don't care how much chemistry you have between you and them. Don't do it. You're not starting over, you're starting from experience. Don't fall back into old patterns because you learned too much already. Don't fall back into old habits. I know sometimes it's hard. I'm not saying that you're not going to slip up and make mistakes, but you're able to catch yourself now. And when you do, at least you have the ability to reflect on it and be like, yeah, I know why I'm doing this, blah 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 blah. I get it. I'm going through my own stuff. I'm still figuring stuff out on my own too. But don't put yourself back in situations where you know what the outcome could potentially be. Because you're smarter now for everything that you've been through, everything that you've experienced. You're smarter now. You know better now. And that's what them people, that's the one thing that those people couldn't take from you. Um, when you're going through stuff and you're trying to work on yourself and you're trying to heal, that's something that people can't take away from you. They can take away the job, they can take away the money, they can take away the house, the apartment, whatever. They can take everything from you physically, but emotionally, mentally, they can't take away that work that you did on yourself. You had to heal in such a tumultuous, I don't know if I said that word right, space. It was hard. Like most people wouldn't have been able to heal through that. Most people would have let their anger get the best of them. Most people would have allowed themselves to fall back into old patterns and just let it die out. And you didn't do that. The people can't take that away from you. That's really why them people hate you. Because they saw what you was going through. And they was hoping that you was going to off yourself. But you didn't. They was hoping that you was just going to just let it all go. And you was going to stop working on yourself. You was going to stop moving forward. That's what they wanted. But you didn't give them that. You may not have a lot right now, but you're stronger than you used to be. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Your faith has changed. So much is different about you. Like, you're not even the same person. These people don't even realize that. You are not the same person. And I say all this to say, like, you know better now. So don't fall back into them old habits. Whatever you're stepping into, whatever you're about to do, don't go back to them old patterns again. Excuse me. You're better for it now. And your haters is mad because they was really hoping that you was going to go backwards. They was really hoping for it. They were really, really, really hoping. And now you got friends, the former friends that are mad that they betrayed you. Because them people need you right now. I don't think y'all understand. When you disconnected from them folks, they felt it. It wasn't just that you stopped talking to them, you detached from those people and they felt that. Shit started going left when you left. And these people need you right now. So I need you to understand that you can't go back because it will be your demise. Like, you may not be able to get up this time if you keep going back to them same people, if you keep going back to them same habits. The enemy wants you to give up what you're doing, and you are way too good for that. Okay? And I know it's been hard. Like, life has been life, and life has been whooping that ass. It's been whooping mine all year. And I'm like, it's October 1st. I'm like, how the hell did that happen? I'm just looking at all of this year and I'm like, especially being where I'm at right now makes it even more weird for me. But I digress. Life is lifing, okay? But the fact that you were able to get back up and keep moving forward and keep trying, like I said in one of my messages, all you can really do is keep trying because that's all you can do. It's all gonna come together eventually. We just have to keep moving forward and have confidence in yourself and knowing that you are capable. Because if you weren't capable, you wouldn't be here right now. You wouldn't be watching this video. You wouldn't be whatever it is. If you lost your job and you're trying to get another one, you wouldn't be getting up every day and putting in resumes and stuff. I know you may not be getting a lot of callbacks right now, but hey, at least you're doing something. And at least you're trying. I know it's hard providing for yourself, and if you have children, I know it's so hard to provide for them as well. But the fact that you try every day is something. I know it doesn't feel good all the time. I know it doesn't really mean a lot to people when you're like, but I'm doing my best, but you really are. And you really just have to sit back and look at all the things that you've overcome in the process. And you are so much greater than you really understand. And I just can't wait for things to start going better for you. I can't wait because you have no idea how amazing you're about to blow people's minds. Like, you guys are so great. I really don't think y'all understand how wonderful you are. And it's like, them people wouldn't have tried to destroy you like that if you weren't something special. You are super important. You're intelligent. A lot of y'all are geniuses. You're a fucking genius. And these people, they wanted you gone because with you gone, they could live out their little mediocrity. And we don't do mediocre over here. There's no such thing as mediocre over here. We are not the mediocre squad. We are the best, okay? And we humble about it at the same time, because we don't need to go around telling people how great we are. Our greatness shines through in the work that we do, in the way that you show up, in the way that you present yourself, and that's what matters most. And that's why they don't like you, because they gotta go tell people that they smart when you just smart on your own. You're not starting over. You're starting from experience. You know better now, and you're gonna do better this time. Mistakes are going to be made. You're still learning and growing. We are never ever going to have it all figured out. That's just life. I don't care how old you are right now. I do not care how old you are. Whoever you are watching this video, you will never fully have life figured out. You just gain experience as you go, and you do what you know what to do, and you make your mistakes and you fix them and you learn and you move on. And that's where we're at. Okay? But it's gonna be okay. And we're gonna get through this, and I'm right here with you guys. I'm not gonna stop making messages. If anything, I really want to make more. Like, I hopefully when things start to come into place, I can be more present on my platform, depending on how many people we start getting, you know, in the on the channel, on the platform. Then we can start doing lives and stuff like that. Like, I would love to start doing that. um I do want to do some different projects, with this channel. I have a lot of good ideas, but I'm just gonna let it marinate, and I'm just gonna keep letting things flow right now. But I love you guys. It's your girl K Divine. If you want to book a session with me or a reading, please just send me an email. My email's in the description. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.